Hello, my name is Jorge Venegas. I am a retired Air Force veteran. Came into the service right out of high school in 1987 and retired in 2008. And during my time in the Air Force, I was a technical sergeant. And in the span of a little over 20 years, I've been to Asia, Southwest Asia, North, Central, South America, Europe. Just had an amazing experience during my career. So during my career, some of the greatest things that happened, the sense of serving for something greater than myself, and also serving alongside some amazing people. To this day, 20, 30 years later, I have the same friends I met in 1988 when I landed at Langley. My wife and I, we came to LaRue County in 2008, a little after I retired. And small community. We would come out here when my wife and I first got married because her parents live out here. So every time we'd come out here, I was like, man, this place is nice. It was quiet. You know, we've traveled and moved so much that this was always a nice place just to come and unwind. And so I always knew that when I retired, it was either come here or go to California, and California was never an option. So it was always come here, and I've not regretted it. I love it. The community is so nice and giving. Teaching has, you know, it's kind of like I transitioned from being 20 years of serving for a greater cause, and I think that's what teaching is. You know, I truly enjoy it. If I can pass on to students some of the knowledge that I've acquired during my military career, whether it be in the IT world or just in social interactions, you know, we all have a story to tell. We all come from different walks of life. And so we need to, you know, work together so that we can achieve great things. And that's what I want to convey to our students every day is that, you know, learn a little bit and learn from someone else as well. And hopefully that'll propel you to be a better citizen in our country. To me, Veterans Day should be a celebration. It should be a celebration of all the brave men and women who have answered our nation's call to protect our freedom and our way of life. And I know that the word freedom is sometimes used very loosely, but you know, I think we're spoiled in a sense that we get to do pretty much anything we want. But that came at a price. And so what I would like to see is students and our community in general is talk to a veteran. Ask him or her some of the stories that they have experienced, because their stories are history that they've done. It has been accomplished. And albeit history books tell us a little bit about how we got to where we're at, but it doesn't tell the whole story. And our veterans who have served here and abroad, they have stories to tell that are fascinating. You know, for my students, I hope that they can continue on a path of learning. And my hope is that whether they join the service or not, is that they move forward and know that they can do what they want to do. You know, my experiences with them has always been like, you know, this is what I learned when I was in the service. That doesn't mean you have to go in the service, but it just means that you can do it. And the service was just an avenue that I took to get there. But I want them to realize that their way of life is one generation away from not being their way of life. And so do the things that will help keep our way of life the way it is.